Hello and welcome to this week's puppy school information video. My name's Catherine and I'm a puppy school tutor down in Somerset. And this week I'm going to be explaining why sometimes a puppy refuses to walk on a lead. When you take your puppy for a walk, you may have sometimes noticed that they suddenly stop and they sit down and they refuse to budge. And even our best attempts using food and being exciting won't get the walk going. One reason why your puppy may refuse to walk on a lead is that they're concerned with wearing the collar, the harness and the lead being attached. It may feel a little bit strange to them at first until they've had time to get used to them. It's a little bit like wearing glasses for the first time. It's really important that we spend time carefully introducing them to these pieces of equipment rather than just popping them on them and then taking them out for a walk. In the video that follows, you will see the owner getting her puppy used to the equipment rather than just popping the collar on straight away. It may seem like a slow process, but it is so important that we do go slow so that we get puppies' cooperation and they don't become concerned with these essential pieces of equipment. In this video, Peppermint the puppy is getting used to her collar. Her mum first holds out the collar so she can investigate it in her own time. She then starts to get Peppermint comfortable with the feel of the collar. She goes slowly to the side of the neck and rewards after a few seconds. The owner is being really careful to go at her puppy's speed, gradually building up to the collar being draped across the back of her neck. It is important to stop if puppy is concerned by this exercise. Peppermint stands and backs away, and so her owner stops and waits patiently for her. Once she returns, she starts the exercise again and ends on a success. An alternative way is to teach puppy to walk head first into the collar. Small food rewards are positioned at the exit point to encourage the dog in this video to pop his nose through the centre of the collar. Over time, he anticipates the reward and so becomes more confident to stretch all the way through into the collar. This method can also be used to teach puppy to walk head first into a harness. Making sure to go slowly and reward successes, your puppy will gradually accept more of the harness being fitted on their body. If at any point they become concerned, stop what you're doing and wait for them to give consent and then continue. Sometimes it can be really tricky to manage the treats in one hand, the harness in the other, as well as your wriggly little puppy. If this is the case, you might like to consider the use of something like a licky mat that can be smeared in a dog meat. Then the puppy can be focused on this as you attach the harness. It also gives you the perfect opportunity to make sure that the harness fits well and that the puppy's going to be comfortable wearing it. The puppy in this video is being carefully introduced to the lead. Because we often need to move the collar to find the point of attachment for the lead, the owner is making sure her puppy is comfortable with this first. She moves her hand in slowly to the side of the puppy's neck, moves the collar a little and then rewards. Once puppy is happy with this, the owner holds the lead up, giving her puppy time to investigate it. The lead is moved closer towards the collar and after a number of repetitions is clipped on for a short period. Each time, Evie the puppy is rewarded well. When practicing this, keep sessions short and end on a success with a little toy game. If your puppy appears concerned at any point, allow them to back away and have a break before trying again and at a speed puppy can cope with. So when going out to a new place, away from the safety of their home environment, some puppies can find this a little bit overwhelming. The new sights and smells and sounds can worry them, causing them to not want to go out in the first place, or when they're out, they suddenly stop and refuse to go on any further. Once puppy is comfortable with wearing the collar and harness and the lead can be attached, it's really important to acclimatise them to the front garden and the driveway so that the safety and security of the home environment can extend to these locations. And this can be achieved through playing games with toys and using small bits of food. Once puppy is happy having the collar, lead and harness fitted in the house, we can take them into the back garden to have some fun. Short frequent play sessions with their favourite toy or rolling some small pieces of food in the grass for them to chase and find will give your puppy an opportunity to get them used to wearing them without any concern. A little bit of touching during play just reminds them that they've got the collar and harness on. As puppy chases the treats, the lead drags behind. Puppy can get used to the lead, gentle pressure without any concern. Driving and carrying your puppy to places that you may walk in the future and spending time slowly acclimatising them to the sights, smells and sounds of these new places is really beneficial. Simply just relaxing with your puppy on a park bench, giving them some small little bits of food and the support that they require if needed is really good to familiarise your puppy with the areas. It will help them become less worried so that when eventually you do start walking on a lead in these areas, it won't be that big a deal. Here is a little puppy sitting with her owner on a park bench, getting used to the sights and sounds of children playing. This will eventually be a really lovely place to walk with this puppy, and so spending the time getting her familiar with the environment without the added pressure of puppy thinking about the lead and walking is a really beneficial exercise before the owner actually takes her puppy for a walk. Another reason why puppy might not walk on a lead is because they might not yet know that walking next to you is a nice thing to do. So once they've become used to wearing the collar, harness and the lead is attached, and they're also comfortable with the front of the house, the front garden, the driveway, we can then start to teach them that actually walking next to the side of us is something really lovely to do.
The owner of this puppy is starting to introduce walking on a lead in a quiet area outside of her house. She keeps the lead nice and loose and soft and relaxed so that puppy doesn't become concerned. If she becomes unsure, the owner waits and then encourages her along with a small little bit of food down by her feet. Sometimes if they become unsure about their environment, you could possibly do some animated steps to jolly them along. This puppy really likes the movement and moves forward.
Thank you so much for watching. If you found this information useful, then please like and share it on your social media pages. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Puppy School, for more help and advice from the puppy experts at Puppy School.